Tom, we have a Bob and Tom comedy legend in the studio today.
It's nice of you to say that about the great comedian Nick Griffin.
Yes.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm happy.
He's happy.
You're happy? Well, then this is going to be boring.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not happy. I just thought that would be a good way to start.
I was going to say, we can kill your spirit really quickly around here.
It's our specialty.
I know.
Yeah.
Nick Griffin, if I'm reading this correctly, Nick Griffin will be at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria tonight and tomorrow.
Yes.
For some great live comedy. Nick, it's always a pleasure to see you. You look great.
It's always great to be here. Thanks for having me.
What's new in your? I didn't get a chance to talk to you before we went on the air, so I don't want to.
This is dangerous.
You know, these two guys are responsible for one of the best comedy shows I ever seen.
Really?
Jeff opened for Nick.
Where was that?
Down south. It was a lovely evening, and Jeff Oskey surprised me. He was very funny. I mean, he was. I know he's funny, but he was really funny. Wow. And
Thanks,
Nick,
Jeff.
of course, was good. It was great.
Okay, now
Good show, Tom. Good show.
So, since I did not have a chance to speak with you prior to coming on the air, I'm a little hesitant to ask about anything without being vague.
Yeah.
So to say. So, how are things?
Well, I just got out of a relationship.
This was the lawyer.
Check the box, everyone.
That was the longest one ever, right?
Yes, 7 years.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
How'd you get out of it?
Are you asking for a
We
friend?
broke up. I'm going through a breakup, which is embarrassing. You know, going through a breakup. I'm 56. I'm going through a breakup. I should be getting divorced, for God's sakes, or having a heart attack, or passing a stone. I'm supposed to be going through a breakup at 56.
It's cheaper.
Breakup, yeah.
Were you living in the same apartment?
We did.
Oh.
Now, was it her apartment, or are we getting
It
too
was
personal?
her apartment.
Oh,
Check, thank you.
So you had to move out?
I did, yeah. I mean, I didn't have to, but I thought that'd be the nice thing to do. We wouldn't sing each other anymore.
So, are you in a hostel, or
Was there like one of those famous transition periods where suddenly you're in a hotel in your hometown?
No, but what was interesting is that pardon me, we lived right by the United Nations.
Oh,
Right I lived at right by the United Nations, and they were having this huge meeting that they have every year. So I couldn't move out for 2 weeks after we broke up. So we just sat there in this kind of sad silence, staring at each other and kind of but it's I think it's better now because I'm by myself, and that's I'm going to start doing. I'm going to stop pursuing people I'm attracted to. That's been a big dead end.
if you don't get attached or wrapped up in them, it makes leaving easier.
Yeah, because when you're attracted to somebody, you end up eventually at some point kind of going through a period where you're annoyed by them. So I'm going to go out with people I'm annoyed by, hoping that
It'll reverse. Good point. Nick Griffin is our guest. Nick Griffin is an adult, 56 years of age.
56,
and married once, right? At one point, wasn't there one of those?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was married for 3 years. Yeah, we were together for 3 years, which is not very good. That's 3 years. We were supposed to be together till one of us died, and I never even had a fever.
I see. Now, did you have to initiate the uncoupling of this relationship? How'd that go?
Well, it was going sour for a while, and I did. I was the one that pointed it out. This is not going well, and she didn't take it well. My mom said, "Are you guys still friends?" Yes, we get together every weekend and giggle about how it all fell apart. But yeah, I was the one who said, we should probably stop this, which she and I feel bad about. But I just, it was not going well. What can you do? I mean,
did you get a new apartment?
I did. I live in New York City, and I was lazy, and she said, "You got to get out of here. You really got." You could tell that she really wanted me to get out of there. She kept saying it, but And I just went outside and I tried to find. I'm a move like 3 blocks away. I didn't even try very hard. I just.
But you did find something.
I did find. Yes, I found something. And it was
Did you have
really
to get movers, or had you already gotten rid of all your furniture?
I had to get movers. It was just awful. The whole thing is. I'm really not appreciating you walking me through this again.
This is uncomfortable. Can you point? Was it you being sloppy?
No, it wasn't sloppiness. It was. She was a lawyer. She was just doing so well. She was making so much more money than me, and I mean, there's nothing. Of course, that's wonderful for her, but it made me feel bad, and I wasn't working much. And she's like really smart. She's got a master's in business, a doctorate in engineering, and a law degree.
Whoa!
And but I felt like we did balance each other out, kind of. Anyway, we got into an argument once, though, and we were going back and forth, and I finally said to her, "What do you think, you're better than me?" And then we laughed and we laughed.
It's good to see you, Nick. I hope.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, you're a adult male, as we've established. Man of
25 years, that's what they got. I am adult male.
And very fit, very slender.
Yeah, I'm slender, yeah.
Do you stay away from the pasta?
I was when I was with that love
Lawyer.
of my life that's gone. She is incredibly fit. So I stayed off sugar for months and months and months and years, like probably 2 years, and then went sour, and I headed to McDonald's.
So that's a positive spin to this.
Yeah, so now you get to eat whatever you want again.
I interviewed Nick one time, and you might not look at him and think this, but he has quite the sweet tooth.
Oh, yeah, huge sweet tooth.
And don't you love popsicles or something?
Well, I went through. I'm on pie now.
We got a great pie lady.
What flavor pie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Any,
What's that?
Any flavor?
Any flavor of pie? A certain fruit?
Yeah, I don't love cherry, but I'm not a huge cherry person. But I like a lovely fruit pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apples, the standard what I get at the old diner where I go and sit by myself and
With your cup of coffee.
drink my cup of coffee.
Do you look at your phone, or do you just stare straight ahead? Like people are going, this guy's going to walk out to the Brooklyn Bridge and
Is Travis
go over.
Bickle at the next table in this scenario?
Well, I am doing everything by myself. And I told my sister, I got to do everything by myself. I go to the movies by myself. I eat by myself. I walk around by myself. She goes, well, that's okay. You're independent. And I said, yeah, but there's a fine line between independent and creepy. No one looks at the guy in the park who's by himself watching the softball game and goes, look at that independent gentleman.
He relies on no one but himself.
Now, so when this thing officially, when you've got your new place,
Yeah.
so you're in your brand new apartment,
Brand new.
do you cook?
No, I don't cook it. I don't. I mean, I heat up. I'll do the.
You like the soup, right?
I do like soup.
He likes soup and popsicles.
And pie.
Popsicles and mac and cheese. But I do get a lot of just. I eat slices of pizza from New York. I just go get a slice, and that'll hold me over. And I drink a truck driver's worth of coffee. And
Do you have trouble sleeping, drinking all that coffee?
I have a tremendous amount. Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, that coupled with the sorrow and the anxiety.
But coffee's so good. I mean, how do you stop?
I know.
So what was the first thing that you couldn't do with her that you would say, hey, she's gone, I'm going to go do this? Besides dating.
It was eating poorly, and she was a lawyer, so she worked all the time, and God love her. And so I went to some horror movies and stuff like that she probably wouldn't have wanted to have seen.
Yeah.
And I just walk around, really.
Have you started dating yet?
I don't know. I mean, I guess a little, but I've been dating for decades. That's the sad part. Just dating for decades. I mean, hours and hours and thousands of dollars of dating. And it's really gotten me nowhere. I was thinking, what could I have done with all that time and money? I could have learned an instrument or a language.
Aren't you the one who decided you were going to kiss
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was a long time.
Oh,
I
God,
moved
that
on
was
from
I
that.
love
that was a great. Remember this?
Yes, you'd go on
No matter what.
internet
for it.
dates,
No matter what, no
you'd
matter
kiss them.
who.
Yeah.
If I went on a date, I would kiss the person, or at least I would try to kiss the person. And I remember this one woman. We couldn't figure out our schedules, and the only time we could get together was like 9 a.m. on a Sunday for bagels. And I remember in the middle of being in the bagel shop, thinking, "I'm going to have to kiss this woman at 9:30 in the morning." And so we were outside by the grocery store, you know, as people are coming out with their donuts and orange juice, and I'm making. Yeah.
Did you ever see her again?
No.
That was it. How many Letterman appearances was it?
I had 11.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah.
One of them, famously, for its what 90 seconds of silence. What was the story there?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how much silence it is, but I did a Letterman where I did 3 jokes and then forgot my act for at least a minute, and that was disappointing.
Now, did they put your act on teleprompter or something so you can remember it?
You know what's funny is they tell you.
They ask, right? Or
They'll
something?
ask you if you want to, but they also say Dave doesn't like it. It doesn't seem professional. And I, you know, of course, always wanted to please Dave, so I didn't, and I paid the price.
Did you panic? Just stand there? What happened?
He danced. No,
No, I just stood there. I racked my brain, and I didn't look around or anything. I guess on some level I kept my composure, but it was happening so fast, and in my mind I was going, "Oh, this is really bad."
How did you pick it back up again? Did you?
I just found it.
Did you
I
have a
don't know. I
keyword
don't know
or-
how I don't know how I found it. I got lucky, but it was, you know, it was ruined because I did it twice. I did it like 60 seconds maybe or 70 seconds of silence and then another 15 seconds after that. And then I found the string of jokes and did them. And it was chilly. It's chilly in the Ed Sullivan Theater anyway, but it was colder that day.
Now, have you ever watched it? Did they? I assume they
They
edited.
just edited so it looked wonderful.
Oh.
And I mean the wonderful you know, magic of editing. Yeah, they just
There you go.
and you got invited back, right?
I did get invited
See?
back. Yeah, I had built up enough goodwill that they said that must have been you know, a hiccup. And
Does that ever happen when you go live these days?
never. No, it's never happened ever to me ever.
Boy, I'd hate for that to happen in a club tonight, like in Peoria or something.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah. That's
Probably the best thing to do is probably not even think about
No,
it.
yeah. Don't even. Yeah, I should.
Did you ever, when you're working on new material, have a little like a piece of like a little card with some like keywords on it?
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah,
you-
I always, I don't always, but I do every now and then have little bullet points up there. But boy, was that disappointing.
Man.
Did you ever bring back classic pieces of your act? You're like,
sometimes I do. Sometimes somebody will say something in the audience, and I'll say something. You know, I was talking to my buddy the other day. He told me. I asked him if he wanted to go get some lunch, and he said, "I can't right now. I'm taking a bath." And I said, "That's okay. I'm not hungry anymore." He's taking a bath. What kind of man takes a bath during the day? What are you, an old prospector?
I don't think I've ever heard that.
when's the last time you took a bath, chick?
Oh, God. I have
By yourself.
the compound I'm in now.
Yes.
I have never taken a bath,
Really?
and we're coming up on 6.5 years I've been there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does your new place have a bathtub in New York?
Yeah, the new place after you were asked to
I
leave.
wouldn't have got it if it hadn't had a lovely tub in there. No, it does have a tub. Yeah, it does have a tub. I don't use it, but
Guys don't do that. They don't relax in the tub with
No, you
candles.
don't want to tell
Never.
somebody you're in the tub either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because tubs are so they don't have to clean up a lot of the mess, Right.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, well, that's a pleasant thought. Do you remember the first time
You're
you were
ruining the bath for me.
I'm sorry, 5.5 years I've been there. Never mind.
Nick Griffin, the first time you were on national television was what show?
It was the Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That goes way back. Do you remember the first joke you told?
I don't, but I do remember my shirt I had a T-shirt and it was all tucked in, and I remember going, this is not, I looked at it recently and I went, that's not a good look. I mean, it didn't look right, the T-shirt that I had, and there's a lot of bad clothing on TV with me.
Now, this woman that you just uncoupled with, if you will, did she give you pointers about your comedy? Would she come see your show and say, that's a good joke, that isn't, you shouldn't wear that shirt, maybe different shoes would be good?
No, she was fully support. The more I kind of remember all this, maybe I should get back together with her.
Is that even
She was perfectly nice about everything.
the tiniest of possibilities that you could do that, you think? Or because we can, maybe I
don't
should
think
intercede for
I
you.
don't. I don't.
Maybe I'll call and get this thing back on solid ground.
Were voices raised? Was there any yelling? No yelling.
I haven't raised my voice. I can't even remember the last time I raised my voice. It was probably after that Letterman gig.
Yeah, just kind of acquiesce to the sorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's amazing how much of Nick's pain we've covered
I
since he's
know.
been
sorry.
here.
On a happier note,
Yeah, go ahead.
you like popsicles, right? You got to be happy that the
Popsicles.
popsicle season's just around the
Didn't
corner.
you tell me you ate a whole box of popsicles in like
No,
an afternoon?
I consistently ate a box every night. There were those
Every night.
every single night. Yeah. There were those juice bars.
Oh, okay.
They're like
100%
the
fruit
classic
juice?
Oh, I
popsicle
like
was the
those,
juice
yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
So they
Those
were
are
kind of,
good.
sort of, maybe healthy. a
Not
little bit.
even, yeah, but yeah.
Do you have any teeth left after?
I am missing a few teeth. I am missing a few teeth now.
Okay.
That's one painful memory we haven't covered yet.
Okay. Dentistry.
Yeah.
We were talking with Nick, and Nick is just relocated from one part of New York to one a few blocks away. But you love the city of New York, and you're a single
I do.
guy there.
I'm one of those people who loves it and also doesn't do much. Like, I don't go out a whole lot. I'll stay in. If I don't have a set, I'll stay in for a couple days. And
Really?
then I get isolated. For a while, I thought I was lonely, and then I get around a bunch of people, and I'm like, well, that wasn't it. Yeah, I find people, and I don't think it's people, I think it's me, but if people are difficult, people to me are like art films. You think you want to see them, and then 20 minutes in, you're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.